everybody, welcome. It's of course Sport Federation TV, where every week we take a look at what's happening with sport in the Western Cape. We've got a full show for you tonight. We're going to find out what's happening in the world of transplant sports. They're on their way to the World Games in Perth. We're going to catch up with the president of Western Cape Kickboxing, Josh Kluter. They've of course had some fantastic Western Cape championships recently. We're going to find out what's happening in the world of equestrian sports, specifically tent pegging. And of course, more coming up tonight. But in studio with me now, from the world of transplant sports, welcome back, Rensha LaRue. Welcome.
Good evening, JP. Thanks for having us.
Rensha is, of course, president of Western Cape Transplant Sports. And in studio, also joining us, Melda Reiters. Hello, Melda.
Hi, JP. Thank you for having me here tonight.
Was your final capping ceremony?
Yes, our capping ceremony. We capped 14 athletes from the Western Cape, making up the SA team. SA team is 36, so 14 from the Western Cape, and we had 8 brand new athletes joining us.
Melda, you were one of the athletes there on Monday night. How did that feel for you?
That's correct, JP. No, it was really exciting times for me. My first World Transplant Games. I never thought in my wildest dream that, I'll be able to represent my country at World Transplant Games, and I'm really excited about it.
So on the night, of course, Rensha was showing the different codes on the projector. I was fortunate enough to be there myself. The various athletes and the disciplines that they... Which discipline are you taking part in?
I'm taking part in the 3-kilometer race walk.
Race walk, yeah. Right.
That's what I'll be doing.
How have you been preparing for that in terms of race walking? Is it a club or just walk around the block?
JP, this is actually all new to me.
Yeah.
I used to run like marathons, 21 kilometers, and then of course with my episode I had, I'm no longer doing this long runs, and then I started walking. So yeah, and I'm actually enjoying this walking. So I would train like twice a week. I go to gym, and then twice a week I would be at the velodrome, walking there around, So that's basically what I've been doing, yeah.
So what was your transplant?
I had a bone marrow transplant in 2016.
Yeah.
And my story is actually very unique because not a lot of people know that, but you can say I'm the donor and the recipient.
Now, how does that work? How can you be the donor and the recipient?
That's correct,
that
yes.
doesn't make sense to me.
Yes.
Okay, explain that to us.
Because I had a bone marrow transplant, what happened was I was on chemo for about 8 months.
Yeah.
I would have like a dose every week for 8 months, and then I was cleared with the cancer, and then doctor said to me, look here, I can guarantee you this cancer is going to come back in like the next 5-6 months from the stats that we have.
So they store some of the...
Yes, then they harvest actually my own stem cells.
Right.
And they harvested for about 2 days, and they gave it back to me, yes. And that's where I am today, yes.
Wow. Looking at Monday night, I was there with Melda and everybody. I was there as part of your capping ceremony. What a fantastic occasion. You've got athletes that have been a number of times to the World Games now. But you also had athletes from around the world, at least from around the country there, coming down to Cape Town to celebrate with you. What I noticed there was this sort of family spirit.
Absolutely, yeah. And just listening to Melda's story now, I get so emotional, and then I'm so proud of everyone for what they have achieved. Good, it's hard work. I've seen Melda practice at the velodrome while I was practicing, and she puts so much effort in.
Yeah, of course, this is a case where you're the president, but you're also one of the athletes. You're also competing, and I suppose there has to be a time where you're able to focus on your own things as well and go and give it your all. But I've got no doubt that there's people going to be coming to you every 5 minutes saying, "Where's my ticket and where's my passport?" and all that. Are you prepared for this challenge? Of not only... Melda, are you guys going to be backing Rensha to make sure that she can focus on winning her?
Yes, of course. We're backing her all the way. Yeah.
But are you prepared, Rensha, for the fact that you're going to be... people are going to be asking, where do I find my hotel room keys?
Yeah, I suppose that that's going to happen, but I'm not the team manager, luckily.
Right,
so,
who's the team
yeah.
manager?
So Henny Leroux, actually my
Henny
husband,
Leroux,
he's the
right,
yeah,
right.
he's the team manager.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
he was selected. So yeah. Then we have a team
Fantastic.
captain, which is Hayley Ace from the Eastern Cape, and we have two vice captains, Sean Samouche from KZN, and I'm the other vice captain.
You
of the
told some
team.
interesting, or at least I think it was Javi Maria.
Marx.
Javi Marx was there. He was he was your master of ceremonies on Monday, and if I remember correctly, he said he'd had leukemia.
That's correct.
And had grown through that process.
Yes.
And had also gone through the process of then having a transplant sport. And for him as well, it
Yes.
was a new lease on life, joining transplant sports.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think he was about 30 years old when he got ill, and in the meantime, he got married. He has kids. He's done numerous World Transplant Games. I can't even remember how many World Games he has done. Yeah.
And you had the president of Transplant Sports, Amanda Bossinger, also here, gracing you with her presence.
Yes, we were very fortunate that Amanda could join us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice to bump into Lloyd Perry there as well, who's of course going to be playing golf and tennis at the World Games.
Yes, Lloyd has also got a few World Games in the bag, so yeah.
Okay, so it's if I look at some of the codes, you've got 36 athletes going: squash, cycling, petanque, golf, tennis, darts, lawn bowls, and of course athletics, track and field, which is both your guys' disciplines. Have you got an idea which one we're going to dominate, or we're dominating them all?
We're going to try and dominate them all.
Right.
Yeah, we've got a very small team compared to previous years, but yeah, we're not going to back down. We're going to do our best.
You've got some athletes though that specialize. I mean, Lloyd, for example, is playing golf and tennis, but he's a former junior Wimbledon player.
That's correct, yeah. Very good tennis player.
Yeah.
Good golf player as well.
Good golf player as well. Melda, on your side, I'm assuming that when you're finished with your track and field activities, you're going to be supporting the rest of the team.
Yes, definitely, JP. I'm definitely going to support the team, yes.
Are you excited for the trip?
Yes, I'm very excited just to, meet people from other countries, different cultures, and, we're all sharing our stories. And if you listen to other people's stories, and you will say to yourself, wow, if I listen to them, then my story is nothing compared to what they went through here. So I'm looking forward to that, yes, JP. And also, of course, to enjoy myself and have fun and make the most of it. Yeah, the second chance in life that I got, the gift of life. So
100%,
using it, yes.
From a departure point of view now, what are the last things that you guys have to do before finally leaving?
I think we are all wrapping up our training now. We have to finish by this weekend, have a nice rest, pack our bags, and make it in time for our aeroplane.
And have you had correspondence with the folks in Perth? You're of course competing in Perth, Australia.
That's
have
correct.
they been talking to you and telling you what to be ready for, telling you about the facilities?
Yes, yeah, we received all information. It goes through the secretary of SATSA as well as the team manager. So we are being updated all the way.
Are they at least putting on some social things for you guys as well?
Oh yes, yeah.
Some fest warm-ups,
Yeah,
capping
so we
ceremony?
have an opening ceremony, then we have a cultural evening and the closing ceremony. And in between, like Melda is going to do a 5K run, which is, for our donors, to honor our donors. So, yeah.
On a final note, I need you to pass me the rhino. This is Isipo, right?
Isipo.
Isipo, folks, if you haven't met Isipo, Isipo is the Transplant Sports mascot, World Transplant Games mascot. Isipo's, of course, got a whole lot of meaning behind him, Rensha.
Yes.
Or her.
Him or her.
Him or her.
So, yeah, Isipo means donation or gift. So Isipo is going to I think his fifth World Transplant Games.
Fifth World Transplant Games. Well, it's fantastic to also see this sort of culture and tradition behind. And we wish you and Isipo and Melda and everybody on the team, we wish you guys the best of luck. Melda, thanks for joining us. Have absolute lot of fun.
Thanks, JP.
And Rensha, on your side, from us as well, thanks for all the hard work. Go there now. congratulations on getting it so far. We can't wait to hear how things are going when you guys get back.
Thank you so much, JP.
There we go. Right, folks, remember, find out more about South African transplant sports, Western Cape Transplant Sports, Renshaw and a group. They leave next week to Perth to go and compete in the World Transplant Games. And you can, of course, find out more about our team as well as ISIPO by following us here on Sport Federation TV. And we wish them the best of luck. We can't wait to see how many medals come back for South Africa. We'll be back after the break. Don't go away.